Device 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this fall, right?
Yeah, it feels a bit like fall this morning. I'm Eric Gage, joined by Gary Liberatore, and yeah, we got a fall-like day today with temperatures in the 50s and 40s starting out right now. Very crisp with low humidity.
Bring that sweater to work.
Yes, sweater weather today, maybe even in tomorrow as well. But before we get to that, though, let's take a look at that early morning forecast. Around the Northeast, temperatures pretty much all across New York State are in the 50s. 52 in Rome, 56 Buffalo, 50 Hamilton, 48 Saranac Lake. They're probably expected to lower a little bit more as we head throughout the next hour. 49 Otter Lake, 51 in Westmoreland, and 54 Little Falls. To the south, 53 Cooperstown, and 50 in Oneonta. Well, the radar is looking quiet and dry early this morning, but as we head throughout the day, we're likely to see a few on and off rain showers, a mixed bag of weather mixed in with sunshine. It's going to be somewhat of a confusing day weather-wise. So again, maybe that sweater will be handy today, or light jacket, or just a long sleeve shirt. But again, keep that umbrella handy. Sunshine mixed in with clouds, on and off rain. We'll talk about that, plus when we could see some very nice weather in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Night one of the Democratic National.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back, everyone. The time now is 5:12, and we're getting you set this morning, heading out the door on the Munson CommuteCast. First off, taking a live look along the arterial here in downtown Utica. Roads a bit quiet early this morning, and there are no incidents to report of on the roadways at this point. But again, we'll continue to highlight a few roadwork areas throughout the week. Until then, though, if you want a full list of all the planned roadwork this week, you can head to our website, WKTV.com. Well, this morning, it's going to be somewhat of a cool start, but keep that umbrella handy because throughout the morning, afternoon, and evening, we'll be tracking on and off rain mixed in with sunshine. So the weather today, somewhat of a mixed bag. But the winds will be breezy. Temperatures will start out in the 50s and only climb as high as the low 60s. So it's going to be a somewhat of a fall-like day today. And as we head throughout the evening and overnight, we'll cool right back down into the 50s and 40s once more. But we rebound. Again, following today, back into the 50s and 60s by tomorrow. And then the warmer stretch begins to arrive with high temperatures Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, finally in the 70s, approaching near 80 by the weekend. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The Sylvan Beach Fire Department continues to monitor Fish Creek. Monday morning, it crested at more than 13 feet. Thankfully, no severe flooding, but we did notice a lot of debris and actually a party barge floating in the water. The boat was tied to a dock, but when the dock came loose, so did the boat. In Camden, Quarry Road remains closed, and you're asked to avoid that area. And that's not the only road that saw flooding from Sunday's very heavy rains. Numerous basements were flooded as well. The fire chief reminds people to not drive through flooded roadways as the pavement could be washed out underneath. The time right now is 5:14.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Today is definitely going to feel like an early taste of fall with low humidity, temperatures in the 60s, and then a mix of sunshine and on and off rain. Let's take a live look, though, at downtown Utica, where the roads are dry. It's a pretty dry start. Matter of fact, I was able to glimpse the full moon. I'll talk about that in just a second. But that current temperature right now is sitting at a comfortable, in fact, refreshing 52 degrees, dew point of 46. That's the fall-like conditions right there. You don't usually see 40-degree dew points in the summertime. So if you are a fan of fall, well, today might be the day for you. Maybe grab that pumpkin spice latte with temperatures barely reaching the low 60s this afternoon. So today, or in fact this morning, with moon set at 7:01, we have the Sturgeon Super Blue Moon. a very complicated word, but sturgeon full moon being the full moon of August, the blue moon being the 4th full moon of the season, and then the super moon, for the fact that this is one of the largest times we're going to be seeing, or at least this is one of the times we have the largest moon of the year. So if the moon seems very bright to you, it's because it's one of the largest pretty much we've seen in a little bit. So again, if you want to get a glimpse of it in between a few of the clouds, go ahead. The moon set takes place at 7:01 this morning. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, we're quiet today. Temperatures peaking only in the low 60s. We're about 20 degrees cooler than average this time of year. Normal high around 80, normal low around 60. Winds remain pretty breezy today too as well, 10 to 15 miles per hour. So you factor that in, that today will only feel like the upper 50s, low 60s. So the weather today is driven by strong high pressure. This is dragging in that cool Canadian air, but at the same time, you got this pesky low out in the northeast. This is going to be dislodging a few troughs into our area, and that's where our rain chances will be over the next few days. So again, it's going to be a bit rainy and a bit cool, but it's temporary. We're back into the 70s and 80s by the weekend. And so on our Skycast, you can see here, dry start, and then as that trough moves south, sunshine mixed in with spotty on and off showers with highs only in the low 60s. So again, it's going to be a mixed bag of weather today. A better shot for rain tomorrow. A stronger trough moves through with more clouds, more rain, breezy conditions, and highs in the upper 50s. But then following that, we'll start to see drying conditions move in with sunshine on Thursday, and that looks to continue heading into Friday and the start of the weekend. There is a chance of a shower Sunday, but the long-range signals, again, we got low-resolution data that far out, and the signal is there. It's very weak, but I figured I would mention it just in case this does end up strengthening later on in the week. But for now, we have a pretty nice stretch of weather for Thursday, lingering through the weekend, and as we head into Monday. Gary?
Eric, thank you. Coming up, we have much more low.
20th, 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And talking football, perfect weather for it, right?
Football season. You can kind of smell the air. It feels crisp. I know someone also mentioned, too, it feels almost like hunting season on the way as well.
Oh, my.
So hunting season, apple pie season, pumpkin spice season.
Here it comes.
You know, all that stuff for the fall-like weather, but it's temporary. It's short-lived. We're back to summer-like weather following this. But let's take a look at those current conditions out there this morning because, again, it does feel like an early fall day. Temperatures starting out in the 50s, low 50s, upper 40s. Zooming in New York State, 48 Saranac Lake, 50 in Hamilton, even closer, 49 Outer Lake, 54 Little Falls, 48 Inlet, 50 in Sherburne, and 50 in Oneonta. In a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, we're tracking dry conditions for now, but as we head throughout the day today, we will start to see on and off rain mixed in with sunshine, so a mixed bag of weather with highs only in the low 60s. So heading out the door, maybe pack that light sweater, a long sleeve shirt. Keep that umbrella handy though, because again, those rain chances will be there today. Following today, well, we got another shot of some cooler weather and rain tomorrow, but we do have some nicer weather on the horizon. We'll talk about that in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Longtime talk show host Phil Donahue has passed.
Good morning. Welcome back this Tuesday. Starting out with a look at our photo of the day today, and this one was a great photo taken in Salisbury of two adorable deer right here. And the backstory of this photo is this person who submitted this photo said that they were maybe in his garden and had a bit of a guilty face. Also, you could walk up to them. They were completely unfazed. So beautiful photo right here. Deer, one of the great parts of central New York. If you want to submit a photo like this one, send a link right there on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics, for photos like this one, showcasing the deer, showcasing animals, or showcasing just the beauty of central New York in general. Now, something to mention as we head into tomorrow. I'm doing a presentation at the Rome Historical Society. This is going to be about 5:30 tomorrow evening, and I'm going to be talking all about the Rome tornado, going through start to finish, looking at the damage, the ratings of each location, because the damage varies depending on the location in the area. How tornadoes form and why we've been seeing so many this year. So again, if you're interested, it's going to be at the Rome Historical Society heading into tomorrow evening at 5:30. And if you can't watch it there, we'll also live stream it on our Facebook page, WKTV.com or WKTV News Channel 2 and WKTV Weather. Gary?
Definitely something to tune into, that's for sure. Eric, thank you. Well, this morning we get a closer look at
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, welcome back. Is it time to break out the flannel? I'm not too sure just yet, but it definitely feels like an early taste of fall today with temperatures starting out in the 40s and 50s. A live look at downtown Utica right now. A few more overcast skies moving in, so those of you planning on attempting to see the full moon this morning, it's looking less and less likely. At a good shot early this morning, but those clouds are just continuing to fill in. Current conditions sitting at 52 with cloudy skies. The dew point of 46 is what's making this the difference maker right here. This is refreshing Canadian air today and into tomorrow. So those of you heading out this morning, you might want to grab that long sleeve shirt, maybe light jacket or even a light sweater. And again, we got a Sturgeon super blue moon heading into this morning. But the moon set's going to be at 7:01, and it's not looking likely to see it. But again, we got a Sturgeon moon for the full moon of August, a blue moon for the 4th full moon of the season, and then the super moon for being one of the largest of the year. So all that combined, you get the Sturgeon super blue moon. But again, I only wish it was a little bit clearer out so we could get a good shot of this early this morning. A live look at York Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We are tracking dry conditions right now with temperatures climbing into the low 60s. Keep in mind, the normal high this time of year is 80 degrees, so we are cooling down right now. And as a matter of fact, feels like temperature even cooler because we got that wind speed of roughly 5 to 10 miles per hour this morning, then 10 to 15 this afternoon. So breezy, cool, and a mix of on and off rain. The reason why is we got this strong area of high pressure north and west of us. This is dragging in all that cool Canadian air. But at the same time, we got this pesky low out in the northeast. This is going to also drag in some rain showers, waves of it here and there over the next few days. And so, again, low 60s today and tomorrow. It's temporary. We're back into the 80s by the end of the weekend. And so in our skycast, you can see here, clouds mixing in with sunshine and on and off rain as that trough moves south today. And tonight, we'll dry out with lows falling back down into the 40s. And then tomorrow, a bit more unsettled with more clouds, more on and off rain, and temperatures climbing only into the low 60s. And so your 7-day forecast, we've got 2 cool days left. Then we're back into the upper 60s, low 70s by Thursday, drying out, sunshine by Friday, or maybe a chance of a shower Sunday, but the signal is very weak. I just wanted to mention it at this point, but we got lots of dry weather lingering through Saturday and into Monday. Gary?
So a sneak peek at fall.
A sneak peek. It's temporary. We're back to August weather before we know it.
Eric, thanks. Still ahead on Sunrise, a school supply giveaway 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Tuesday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And it could actually be a September morning a little bit outside. Sweater weather.
Yeah, sweater weather, light jacket weather, long sleeve shirt weather, maybe flannel weather, pumpkin spice weather, all that sort. It's a very refreshing start to the day today, very fall-like.
Only for a brief period, though.
Yeah, I got a brief window. The summer weather returns, but it's just a glimpse of fall, a taste of it. Taking a look at local conditions out there early this morning. We got 50s for most of the Northeast, heading closer to the Atlantic coast, we got 60s. But zooming in, 52 in Rome, 50 in Hamilton, 48 up in Saranac Lake. And then to the south, or I should say zooming in, 54 Little Falls, 52 Westmoreland, 48 Otter Lake, 50 in Sherburne, 50 Oneonta, 52 in Cooperstown. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We are tracking dry conditions early this morning, but as we head throughout the day today, we're likely to track a few on and off rain showers mixed in with sunshine. So a mixed bag of weather. Maybe grab that sweater, of course, early today, that long sleeve shirt, but keep that umbrella handy with those rain showers possible today. We are still tracking another unsettled day tomorrow, but the long range does show return to summer-like weather with plenty of sunshine. We'll talk about that in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Night one of the Democratic National Convention.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:13. We're getting you set to head outdoor this morning on your Munson CommuteCast. And first off, let's take a live look at the arterial here in downtown Utica, where traffic's starting to pick up. Roads dry for now, but we'll start to see a few spotty showers on and off develop throughout the morning and afternoon. And as you can see here on the traffic tracker across central New York, we have no accidents to report of early this morning and no slowdowns so far. Matter of fact, road conditions pretty much green across the board. But if you do want any additional information on some planned road closures as well as some road work, we'll be showcasing a few of them, of course, right here on Sunrise throughout the week. But for a full list, you can head to our website, WKTV.com. You can search for road work being planned, and of course, the full list will be there. And so, heading out this morning, on and off rain, temperatures starting out in the 40s and 50s, climbing only as high as the low 60s. So a taste of fall today, maybe a taste of fall tomorrow, but that's temporary. Summer returns. To talk about when it does in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The Sylvan Beach Fire Department continues to monitor Fish Creek. Monday morning, it crested at more than 13 feet. Now, thankfully, no severe flooding, but we did notice a lot of debris and a party barge floating in the water. The boat was tied to a dock, but when the dock came loose, so did the boat. And in Camden, Quarry Road remains closed, and you are being asked to avoid that area. And that's not the only road that saw flooding from Sunday's heavy rains. Numerous basements flooded as well. The fire chief reminds people to not drive through flooded roadways as the pavement underneath could be washed out. The time right now is 6:50.
All your day, tune in for the Storm Tracker 2 CommuteCast, brought to you by Munson. Visit Munson today and ignite curiosity and creativity. Visiting Munson and the Storm Tracker 2 CommuteCast, both free and both Utica's very own. Remember, all roads lead to Munson. The WKTV Tower. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, guys. We're starting out the day with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Feeling a lot like an early taste of fall with low humidity. Before we get to that forecast, though, and although it's a bit cloudy, I want to mention, though, the Sturgeon Super Blue Moon taking place early this morning. Moon set at 7:01, so it's starting to fall below the horizon. Again, the overcast skies, just not great timing with central New York. Of course, we usually see that with astronomical events like this. Sturgeon's moon, meaning the full moon in August, blue moon being the fourth full moon of the year, and the super moon being the largest full moon. So it's a very bright one today. But again, it sets at 7:01, unfortunately. We'll still likely see a glimpse of the somewhat full moon heading into tonight and early tomorrow, the potential for a few clearing skies. A live look at downtown Utica right now. Again, that overcast is pretty persistent, but the one thing that is also very persistent is that low humidity. We got dew points in the low, or at least the upper to mid 40s. This is refreshing. This is fall-like weather, textbook. Usually you don't see dew points this low in the middle of summer. But with that in mind, we're still dry for now, but that will change as we head throughout the late morning and early afternoon as a few spotty on and off rain showers move through the area. Temperatures, again, remaining in the low 60s for highs this afternoon. Wind speeds around 5 to 10 miles per hour this morning, 10 to 15 this afternoon. You factor that in, it will feel like the upper 50s to low 60s this afternoon. So again, this is definitely fall-like conditions. Now, the reason why we're seeing this, we got strong high pressure over the Great Lakes. This is dragging in that cool Canadian air. But on top of that, we also have a stubborn low pressure out northeast of us. This is dropping in a few troughs, and these are our rain chances over the next few days. But with those rain chances, of course, we've got cooler weather. It's temporary. Those temperatures warm quickly as we head into the weekend. And so, on our Skycast, a mix of sun, clouds, and on and off rain showers today with highs in the low 60s. Then tonight, we'll see a window of dry weather, maybe a few patches of clearing skies before a better shot for clouds and rain showers arrive by tomorrow. And so, 7-day forecast, we got 2 days ahead of us where it's cool and it's unsettled. Then Thursday, drying out a little bit, 70s, quickly climbing into the 80s by the weekend. But only a slight chance of a shower as we head into Sunday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us.
24.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And get that sweater out. It is a bit chilly this morning on your way to work. It actually feels refreshing, doesn't it?
Yeah, refreshing, low humidity, flannel weather maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you can smell the pumpkin spice in the air. It's a cooler one to start out, refreshing one as well. And let's take a look at those temperatures early this morning taken by sky watchers, your neighbors all across the area. First off, starting out in Oneida County, we have Mike in New Hartford, 53 degrees, Bob in Clinton, 50, Todd in Westdale, 51, Bill in Old Forge, 46, Sean in Inlet with 48 degrees. Then to the south, Gary in Schemas with 52, Mark in Milford, 51, Deb in Harwick, 50, and Stewart in Cooperstown checking in with a crisp 49-degree start to the day. And the live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, it's dry for now, but as we head throughout the morning and early afternoon, we'll see the development of a few spotty on and off showers. So today is not looking dry, and it's looking rather cool. So again, heading out the door this morning, grab that long sleeve shirt, maybe light sweater if you feel cool, with temperatures only reaching the low 60s. Also, of course, keep that umbrella handy as you will be tracking a few on and off rain showers throughout the day. Again, we could see this last through tomorrow, but then summer will make its return. We'll talk about how warm it gets in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Longtime talk show host Phil Donahue has
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. This Tuesday, starting out rather cool, but with the photo of the day, also a little bit cool. We have a photo of deer taken in Salisbury, and the backstory behind this photo is apparently they have some guilty faces because they were caught eating a few things in the garden. So that's an adorable photo right there. If you would like to submit a photo like this one, send to the link right there on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics. Well, I have an announcement to talk about. I said it on the noon news, I believe on Friday, but I'll figure I would share it again. Those of you who are interested in learning more about the Rome tornado, the path of the tornado, the damage ratings throughout the entire event from start to finish, and on top of that, how it formed, the radar imagery, how we're able to detect it on the fly, as well as why we've been seeing so many this year. I'll answer a lot of those questions at this presentation at the Rome Historical Society. This is for tomorrow at 5:30 at the Rome Historical Society at 200 Church Street, Rome, New York, of course, the 21st. And again, I'll be doing this presentation. It's free to the public. You're free to join. And if you can't make it, We also have a live stream on our Facebook page, WKTV News Channel 2, and of course, WKTV Weather. So I hope to see you there. If not, again, you can always tune into the live stream. We've got an hour-long talk, of course, all about the weather and the science behind a lot of things. Again, this morning, it's a cool start. 40s and 50s across the area, not warming up by much. It's almost as if it's football season, Gary.
Boy, does it feel like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially this morning. And this morning, we get a closer look at some of our local 8-man football teams.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're starting out the day rather cool. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Matter of fact, take a live look in Cooperstown right now, where it's a little bit overcast. Current temperature at 51. Our sky watcher a little cooler, checking in at 49 degrees. Stewart and Cooperstown, of course. 52 at Griffith and Rome. The main thing, though, is that dew point, 46 degrees. This is a fall dew point right here, if I've ever seen one. And with the low temperatures expected today, it will definitely feel like an early taste of fall. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're looking at dry conditions for now, but as we head throughout the day, we're likely to see on and off rain showers mixed in with clouds and sunshine. Those temperatures, again, not warming up by much. Highs only climbing into the low 60s, and we're still going to be well below average this time of year. Normal high around 80 or so degrees. Winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. You factor that in, it's going to feel a little cooler with highs only in the upper 50s to low 60s. Now the temperatures will remain cool for today and tomorrow, but this early taste of fall is just a taste. We're back to summer-like weather, so if you are wondering if we're going to be seeing this a lot more frequently, well, not so much. We're back into the 80s by Saturday and Sunday. The reason for this cool stretch of weather, we got high pressure, strong high pressure over the Great Lakes. This is dragging in that cool Canadian air from the north, but this would be dry if it wasn't for this low pressure over here. This is steering in some troughs over our area, and this will fire up a few showers and potentially a few lake effect showers, lake enhanced showers across the area later on today. And so on our Skycast, dry for now. That morning, at least the early morning clear skies around 3 a.m. have since departed. We're mainly overcast right now, but we'll see a few glimpses of sunshine mixed in with these clouds and on and off rain showers. So a mixed bag of weather today, breezy and highs only in the low 60s. Then tonight, back down into the 40s. A better shot for rain and clouds tomorrow, not so much sunshine. But both days, you definitely might bundle up a little bit. Maybe not quite the winter jacket levels, but maybe if you want to break out the flannel briefly, or if you want just take out that long sleeve shirt. Following today and tomorrow, we're back into the 70s by Thursday as rain showers depart, warming up into the upper 70s by Friday with plenty of sunshine, and the dry weather sticks around for the week and into Sunday and Monday. But we're just monitoring the chance of a stray shower Sunday. The data is still far away, and we'll of course provide updates on whether that turns into anything. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Still ahead on Sunrise, a school supply giveaway continues.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And a bit of fall in the air, even though it's, what, August 20th already?
Yeah, still August. We're still about a month left of summer, and it still feels very, very cool out, very fall-like, crisp, low humidity. In fact, let's take a look at those local temperatures early this morning. We've got, first off, in Oneida County, submitted to us from all of you folks, your neighbors, your sky watchers, checking in with Mike in New Hartford, 53 degrees, Bob in Clinton, 50, Todd in Westdale, 51, Bill in Old Forge, 46, Sean Inlet, 48, Jeff in Mohawk with 54 degrees. And to the south, 52 with Gary, 51 with Mark in Milford, and 50 degrees in Hartwick. And then Stewart wrapping up Cooperstown with 49 degrees. So it's a cool start to the day today. It's a fall-like start with dry conditions for now, but we'll likely see a few on and off rain showers mixed in with clouds and sunshine today. So a mixed bag of weather, but with that in mind, maybe dress a little warm, grab that light sweater, light jacket, maybe long sleeve shirt, and keep that umbrella handy, as we could be seeing again those few spotty showers. So again, cool today, likely cool tomorrow. This cool stretch will linger for a few days, but then we'll warm right back up again. Summertime is around the corner once more. We'll talk about that in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Night one of the Democratic National.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. We're tracking a cooler than average day here in Central New York. An early taste of fall. Temporary, but enough to remind you of what is coming within the next few months. But for now, we'll enjoy the quiet stretch, or at least the cool stretch with quieter weather following. Live at Cooperstown right now, it's a refreshing start to the day, 51 degrees. Our Skywatcher Stewart reporting 49. And at Griffiths Rome, 52 with a refreshing dew point of 47. That is as fall-like as you can get with those lower humidity levels across the area. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're dry right now, but we'll start to see a few spotty showers move in late this morning and throughout this afternoon, mixed in with sunshine as well. So a mixed bag of weather today. And along with that mixed bag of weather, it's going to be a cool one. High temperatures only reaching the low 60s, 62 the high, and a bit breezy as well. Wind speeds 10 to 15 miles per hour, so you definitely want to bundle up maybe a long sleeve shirt, light jacket, or maybe a light sweater heading out the door this morning. Now, this cooler temperature trend will only linger for a few days. Again, this is just a taste. We're back into summer-like weather, August-like conditions by Saturday and Sunday with highs in the low 80s. But the reason for this short window of cool weather is we got this strong area of high pressure here north of the Great Lakes. This is dragging in that cool weather from Canada. But on top of that, we also have the stubborn low pressure out here, which is also dropping down a few troughs, which will fire up a few on and off rain showers throughout the next few days. And so on our Skycast, starting out dry this morning, but as we head throughout the late morning, early afternoon, sunshine mixed with clouds, mixed with rain showers. As you can see here, sunshine here, clouds here, rain shower here. That's the story of the weather today. Tonight, quieting down, lows falling into the 40s, and then by tomorrow, less of sunshine, more so clouds and on and off rain. So the cool weather sticks around for tomorrow, and then following that, Thursday, warming up a little bit, drying out. Then Friday, beautiful, lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 70s, back into the 80s by the weekend. With a chance of a shower Sunday, the signal is there, but it's weak. I just want to mention it in case it does turn into anything, but for now, lots of nice weather moving forward.
News with Gary Liberatore.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. An accident in North Utica has caused the power to go out at one point for more than 1,500 National Grid customers. It is our top story here on this Tuesday afternoon. Now, we do have a look at the accident scene on Trenton Road, right out front of the small business center where Casper Chiropractic is. A car ran into a utility pole. That area is closed to traffic while utility crews continue to repair the power lines. And when our crew arrived, a wire was smoking at the top of the pole there. Again, at one point, over 1,500 National Grid customers were without power late this morning. Right now, around 500 still without it. National Grid states that the restoration time is set for about 2:30 today. No word from Utica Police yet on the accident itself, whether anyone in the vehicle was injured or anyone ticketed. Meteorologist Eric Gage joining us, and as you've been mentioning all morning long, definitely sweater weather this morning. Boy, it was chilly out there.
Yeah, a little chilly. I didn't bring in my flannel today. I feel like I should have kept the season going.
Wear it underneath your suit jacket. That'd be pretty neat.
Why don't we make a combination? Flannel, tie, suit?
I think we both got to do it.
I definitely should. Maybe tomorrow. We'll have to see. Taking a look outside right now, we've got temperatures very fall-like in the 50s and 60s. Currently 61 Westmoreland, 55 Inlet and Otter Lake, 59 in Little Falls. And to the south, 62 in Sherburne, 56 Cooperstown, and 54 degrees in Oneonta. And a live look across central New York. We are seeing a few clouds, maybe a peak of sunshine here and there, but the radar is starting to show some activity of a few spotty showers across the area. And so the next 12 hours, again, a mix of clouds and sun, along with on and off rain showers. This evening and tonight will quiet down with just a few lingering clouds. But then tomorrow, looking a bit more unsettled with cooler temperatures ahead. But we are looking at a warm-up for the second half of the work week. We'll talk about that straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Brand new this noon. A Utica man is facing charges.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. It has been a breezy, in fact, windy day here in central New York, and even a bit cool with temperatures in the 50s and low 60s. Before we get to that, though, let's take a look at the satellite feed right now, where we are tracking those clouds moving through. Now, we've got strong high pressure out northwest of us. Notice all those clear skies out near the Great Lakes, but we got this stubborn low pressure here locally that is influencing some clouds over our area. In fact, you can see these cloud layers moving through central New York. In fact, a live look in Cooperstown right now where it's a little cloudy. Temperature 56 degrees. It's actually dropped a little bit compared to noontime yesterday. Sitting at 59 right now, refreshing humidity, dew point of 48. And so with that, we're officially in an early taste of fall today. But I would say this is a false fall because following tomorrow, we're going to be back to more summer-like conditions. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, we're starting to track some of these spotty rain showers moving through the area. They're only a few miles wide. They're mixing in with clouds and even some peaks of sunshine. So, again, a mixed bag of weather today. Temperatures still only climbing as high as the low 60s before falling back down into the 50s and 40s tonight with wind speeds still remaining pretty breezy for this afternoon, calming a little bit overnight, and then still remaining a bit chilly for tomorrow. And so those temperatures remaining cool only until Wednesday. Then Thursday and Friday, we're in the upper 60s, low 70s, climbing slowly back into summer-like conditions. So again, if you're worried that this is a sign of what's to come, don't worry. We still have plenty of summertime left. High pressure, again, as I mentioned, surging in that cool, refreshing air from Canada, but we'd be seeing fantastic weather if this low pressure wasn't stationary right here. This is, of course, dragging a few troughs and producing those clouds and a few showers here today. We can see on our Skycast pretty well modeled compared to the radar right now. Then by tonight, we'll see clear skies peek out in between clouds and then more rain showers tomorrow. I think tomorrow a bit more unsettled compared to today, a bit more rainy, a bit more with the clouds compared to sunshine today. But then we'll see that slowly diminish as low pressure finally exits to the east. And so cool today and tomorrow, warming back up slowly heading into the weekend. Still a slight chance for a shower late Sunday. I'm leaving the mention of it in right now, but still the signal is very weak, so I'm just keep the icon sunny because I want to make sure we have several days of sunshine Thursday onward through the weekend.
Who doesn't love sunny icons, right?
Sunny icons. I still haven't put my star icon, my pick of the week.
Oh.
I sometimes did it before. I keep forgetting to put them on, but maybe will tomorrow.
Eric, thanks. Well, the food and school supply giveaway at the Johnson Park Center in Utica continues. Eric Gage joining us once again, and another shot of some fall leaves already, huh?
I know. We're talking about the taste of fall right now. We got some photos submitted to us of Hinkley Lake.
Wow.
Notice some reds turning. Now, in my experience, I think mid to late July is when we start to see a few trees, and then the brunt of the fall foliage happens later on in September. But let's take a look at that full screen. You can see right here, just one single tree right here. You might notice a few scattered trees here and there, especially in the higher elevations, maybe showing a tinge of color like this. But again, this is not atypical this time of year, although it is rather early, mainly due to the fact that we have seen lots of rain recently. But again, we'll see a return to summer-like conditions very quickly. Current temperatures in the valley in the low 60s. This is about as warm as it's going to get today. Upper to mid 50s in the North Country and to the south, same story, 50s and 60s. And looking across central New York, we can see clouds across the board, a few glimpses of sunshine mixing in, but also mixing with that sun is rain showers. So a mixed bag of weather today, and remaining in the low 60s for cooling back down into the 50s and 40s tonight, with another cool day tomorrow. But then a gradual warm up is expected. We'll talk about that in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The Sylvan Beach Fire Department continues to monitor Fish Creek. Monday morning, it crested at more than 13 feet. Luckily, though, no severe flooding, but we did notice a lot of debris and a party barge right there floating in the water. The boat was tied to a dock, but when the dock came loose, so did the boat. And in Camden, Quarry Road remains closed, and you're asked to avoid that area, as you can see why. That's not the only road, though, that saw flooding from Sunday's heavy rains, and numerous basements were also flooded. The fire chief reminds people to not drive through flooded roadways, as the pavement could be washed out underneath. A Tesla big rig crashed in
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back, everyone. We have started out the day in the 40s and 50s, and we've all warmed up a few degrees in the low 60s currently across the area. Alive looking Cooperstown right now. The wind is blowing. It's a blustery day today, a cool one too. Currently 56 balmy degrees in Cooperstown right now, and we're not likely to see that temperature change all too much or get that much warmer. It's still 59 at Griffiths and Rome. Dew point, though, of 48 degrees. This is a fall-like day, a textbook fall-like day here for the mid to late August. And we'll only warm a few more degrees in the Mohawk Valley, low 60s maximum, and then we'll see a cool down again this evening. And we're still tracking a few spotty showers in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. So the weather today, on and off rain mixed in with clouds and a few peaks of sunshine. And as I mentioned here too, we got temperatures struggling to get above 65, 63 degrees. And of course, the warmest time of the day, the next few hours, will cool back down heading into this evening. And we'll see another fall-like day tomorrow, but following that, we'll see a gradual warm-up. Thursday and Friday, we're in the upper 60s, low to mid 70s, and then eventually the upper 70s to low 80s heading into the weekend and the start of next week. So if you're wondering if this is a sign of what's to come, don't worry. It's still summertime. We have a month of it left. We're going to soak up all the sun and soak up all the heat while we still have it. Our high pressure northwest of us is keeping things cool and refreshing here locally, dragging in that Canadian air. But at the same time, we've got this pesky low out to the east. This is doing its part in bringing in clouds and rain showers. If this was not here, we'd be talking about perfect weather, although a little cool but dry. And on our Skycast, you can see here, it's modeled very well with our system right now. On and off rain mixed in with a peak of sunshine and clouds. The rainfall activity will diminish a little bit heading into this evening and tonight, and then return again by tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow looks to be a bit more unsettled, a bit more clouds, a bit more on and off rain, and less in terms of peaks of sunshine. But regardless, following tomorrow, we'll see some nicer weather arrive as we head into Thursday. And so on our 7-day forecast, we've got cool weather today and tomorrow, sunshine gradually moving in. I still think a few more pesky clouds to start Thursday, but then as we head into Friday and Saturday, sunshine, upper 70s, low 80s. And so far, Sunday looking dry, still a slight chance of a shower. There's a signal of it in our long-range data coming in, but It's later on, it's very hit or miss, so I think I'll just bank on the fact we're going to see some sunshine for most of the weekend.
And that'll be 5 straight days after, what, tomorrow?
Yeah, and just dry weather.
Yeah.
I think we'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy a warming trend after today's weather.
I know we will. Eric, thanks. Well, night one of the Democratic National Convention.
Georgian Arms Apartments tenants displaced by last month's tornado in Rome say Liberty Affordable Housing is no longer paying for them to stay in a New Hartford hotel after Sunday. We talked to the worried tenants last week, many of whom are from out of town and don't have family here they can stay with. Today, the Oneida County executive said they're making sure no one ends up on the street, even though it's a bit of a logistical challenge.
One of the problems we have, though, is the inventory in Rome is not sufficient to accommodate everybody. And so that's why some are on this side of the county or in other parts. And, you know, as things open up, we'll find places for them. No one will be out in the street. No one.
Officials at Liberty Affordable Housing say the 6th and 7th floors were essentially destroyed, but the sprinkler system flooded the entire building. They estimate it will be at least 3 months to make the complex livable again. Rome's Tukulana Club pooled multiple donations together to help its city recover from the tornado. More than $14,000 was raised and given to the Community Foundation to go towards the Victim Recovery Fund. 2 days after the storm, the club hosted the World Series of Bocce and started raising money there. This Friday is the last day for residents to apply for money from the fund. The Oneida County executive says so far more than $1.45 million has been paid out to people who need help. Let's get you over to the Weather Center and meteorologist Jill Reel. And for Bill.
Yeah, it tastes of fall today. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute it's raining, and it's cool outside. Temperatures most locations in the 50s for this evening. A live look downtown Utica. You can see the dark clouds, the wet pavement, but also some blue skies. So ever-changing weather as we go throughout the evening hours. We're at a warm 59 degrees at Griffiths Park. Our high today was 62. And it looks like those cool temperatures will continue for this evening. Tracking some rain, some pockets of some heavy rain over the Utica area right now. We're seeing that rain just to the south of Utica on Route 12 as well as into Whitestown. These showers will be scattered throughout the evening hours, coming to an end as we head into tonight. So if you're heading out this evening, grab the jacket and the umbrella as temperatures will be staying in the 50s, some 40s for tonight. Look at that temperature forecast coming up. Kristen?
Jill, thank you. Less than 5 years after
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
Tracking some rain showers moving through the region as we go throughout the evening hours. On top of that, also quite chilly as we take a live look downtown Utica. See those dark clouds over the Utica area. Again, pockets of some heavier rain beginning to make their way into the Mohawk Valley for this evening. It is going to be hit or miss. So you want to grab that jacket and the umbrella as you head out the door because we're only at 63 degrees officially at Griffiths Park. I think that's cool. Most locations are in the 50s for this evening. 57 in Otter Lake, 56 in Inlet, 62 in Westernville, 63 in New Hartford, 66 in Little Falls across the Southern Valley, 61 in Hamilton, 59 in Cooperstown, and 57 degrees in Oneonta. You may have to double check your calendar. Yes, it is August 20th, not September or October 20th, as it does feel like fall across the region. So as we just saw on our Nexus Center camera, some pockets of some heavy rain now moving through the Utica, New Hartford area, just south of the Thruway on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Also seeing a few pockets of some heavier rain just north of Old Forge as you head towards Inlet, as well as down towards Hamilton and into Madison County. This is the trend for this evening. We're continuing to see waves of precipitation move in from the north, and they are lake effect enhanced. So they're getting the extra moisture from Lake Ontario, and that is going to continue as we head into tonight and into tomorrow as well. So very similar setup as we go throughout the middle of the week. We'll slowly get out of this pattern by Thursday and for Friday. The other big story, the dew point. We haven't seen dew points this low in quite some time. Right now, our dew point is at 55 in Rome, 48 in Hamilton, 47 in Binghamton. Usually, In August, we see dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s, so some very refreshing air continuing to move into the area. And it's going to stick around for tomorrow, Thursday, and for Friday as well. It's not till the weekend we'll start to feel like summer once again. So on our Skycast, again, scattered showers will continue for this evening. We do begin to dry out for tonight as we lose that daytime heating. But tomorrow, same story. Going to see some showers throughout the morning, maybe a rumble of thunder as we head towards the afternoon. Temperatures are only going to reach near 60 degrees as we head towards Wednesday afternoon and into Wednesday evening. Finally, that low pressure is going to slowly push off to the east as we head towards Wednesday night and into Thursday. So Thursday, we are going to start off with mostly cloudy skies, but do expect more in the way of some sunshine by Thursday afternoon. So for tonight, scattered showers, that's not a typo, 48 degrees for overnight low. Tomorrow, once again, stuck in the 60s with scattered showers, a few rumbles of thunder possible as well. Taking a look at your forecast, each day will get a little bit warmer as we head towards the end of the work week and into the weekend. We'll also begin to dry out starting on Thursday. This weekend, I know it's only Tuesday, but the weekend looks fantastic.
Now, I'm not sure why this is a debate. I don't know why it has to be a debate. Are you an apple or a pumpkin person for fall?
I'm a monthly person, so September is for apples and October is for pumpkins.
That's fair. I
Spread
like
it
that.
out, spread it out.
End the debate right there.
Yeah.
Jill, thank you. The quarterfinals continue live tonight on America's Meteorologist Eric Gage is tomorrow. He will give a presentation at the Rome Historical Society at 5:30. All are invited. Eric's going to talk about Rome's July 16th EF2 tornado and how it formed. Let's get you back over to the Weather Center and meteorologist Jill Reel.
And if you're heading out the door this evening, umbrella and jacket. Ever-changing weather, especially if you are walking the dog. Here's your Skycast brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Again, hit or miss shower, so most of the time you're going to see dry weather, but we can't rely on a passing shower as we go throughout the evening hours. Temperatures are going to hold steady in the 50s, so that's why you probably want that light jacket as you head out the door. This is Molly May from Utica. Now, I wish I had better news, but cool weather continues for tomorrow, so maybe that is good news for you if you're not a fan of the warm weather. If you are a fan, just got to wait a couple of days. We're going to be back into the 80s as we head towards the weekend with more in the way of some sunshine, but still tracking some rain for tomorrow for the start of the Great New York State Fair. We'll look at that forecast coming up. Kristen?
It's a big day for parents and students. Move-in day for many.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
Unsettled weather continues for your Tuesday. Dry to start this morning, but we did deal with some scattered showers this afternoon, continuing into this evening. So, needless to say, not the best weather to take care of the lawn for today or tomorrow as well as we look at our Clinton Tractor Mowcast. Again, as we head into Thursday, we'll begin to dry out. So the lawns may still be a little wet to take care of the lawn, but Friday, after 2 consecutive dry days, looks like your best bet, or you can wait till the weekend. We will see more in the way of some sunshine. Not much in the way of sunshine for this evening, more in the way of some rain on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Still tracking some pockets of some heavy rain along the New York State Thruway. Also some showers up towards Old Forge. Again, these showers are very scattered across the region and will become less numerous as we head into the overnight before more rain moves in by Wednesday morning. So you can see the waves of precipitation moving in from Canada, from Watertown down towards Utica and into Binghamton. If you're heading out towards Albany, they're seeing some sunshine. So we are stuck in this pattern for one more day before we see more in the way of sunshine and warmer temperatures by Thursday and Friday. Speaking of temperatures, we struggled to get to a high of 62 degrees today, which is about 16 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 56 degrees in Otter Lake, 59 in Inlet, 63 in Dolgeville, 62 in Westernville across the southern valleys. We're at 61 in Hamilton, 58 in Cooperstown, 57 in Oneonta, and 63 in Unadilla. On top of the cool temperatures, we're also dealing with low dew points. We've been having a very humid summer, and finally we're seeing a break in that humidity with dew points in the upper 40s to low 50s, and that trend is going to continue as we head into tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday before it feels more like summer as we head into the weekend. So on our Skycast, scattered showers for this evening will wind down as we head into tonight. So do expect relatively dry weather for tonight, but it's going to be chilly. So by tomorrow morning, waking up in the 40s, some 50s with some rain. So unlike this morning, we're going to see more rain as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon hours. On top of that, we can't rule out a few rumbles of thunder. So by 1 p.m., we're only in the 50s across the region, barely 50 degrees in Old Forge. Scattered showers will continue as we go throughout tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening before we slowly begin to dry out as we head towards Thursday. So for tonight, it's going to be chilly, scattered showers across the region. Temperatures will drop back into the upper 40s. For tomorrow, showers will be around throughout the day, still staying in the 60s for tomorrow. Taking a look at the rest of your forecast. Again, for Thursday, we will slowly begin to dry out. Clouds in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, with temperatures near 70 degrees. We're finally back into the 80s for the weekend with more in the way of some sunshine.
Apartments tenants displaced by last month's tornado in Rome say Liberty Affordable Housing is no longer paying them to stay in the New Hartford Hotel after Sunday. We talked to worried tenants last week, many of whom are from out of town and don't have family they can stay with here. Today, the Oneida County executive said they're making sure no one ends up on the street, even though it's a bit of a logistical challenge.
We're going to keep them there unless in the meantime we find alternate housing for some of them. No one will be out in the street. No one.
Officials at Liberty say the 6th and 7th floors were essentially destroyed, but the sprinkler system flooded the entire building. It will be at least 3 months to make the complex livable again. Rome's Tucalana Club pooled multiple donations together to help its city recover from the tornado. More than $14,000 was raised and given to the Community Foundation to go towards the Victim Recovery Fund. 2 days after the storm, the club hosted the World Series of Bocce and started raising money there. This Friday is the last day for residents to apply for money from the fund. The Oneida County executive says so far more than $1.45 million has been paid out to people who needed help. Let's get you over to the Weather Center for a first look at the forecast with meteorologist Jill Reel.
And just like that, the sun is now back out in downtown Utica after a break. That's pretty much been our trend all day. Some sun and then some rain on and off, plus some very cool temperatures. We're at 61 degrees at Griffiths Park. Our high was 62 for today. And we are going to be continuing to deal with those scattered showers across the region, primarily right now south of the Thruway as you head south towards Route 20 into Otsego County, just south of West Winfield towards Richfield Springs, seeing a pocket of some heavy rain, as well as back towards Stockbridge into Madison County. As we go throughout the evening hours, these showers will become less numerous. As we head into tonight, it's going to get chilly. Temperatures are going to eventually drop back into the 40s. But for this evening, we'll drop back into the 50s. So you want to grab that jacket and the umbrella as you head out the door. One more cool day before we're back to summer. We'll look at those temperatures coming up. Kristen?
A gamble made by the Oneida Indian Nation in Madison County.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
While we were dealing with some rain about 20 minutes ago, now the sun is out. This is our ever-changing weather of Central New York as we take a live look downtown on our Nexus camera. Again, I swear, 20 minutes ago we were dealing with a downpour in Utica. You could see the wet pavement, and now we're seeing some sunshine. Now, don't let that sunshine fool you. It is still cool outside. We're officially at 57 degrees at Griffiths Park. A nice, cool fall evening in the middle of August. And on top of that, we are going to continue to track some showers. So if you are heading out the door for this evening, just grab the umbrella and the light jacket as these showers are hit or miss and will continue throughout the evening hours. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar right now, the heaviest shower is in Madison County, closer towards Stockbridge, just south of Oneida. But we're seeing a few sprinkles in central Oneida County, as well as across the Adirondacks and into the southern valleys. But the chance of rain will decrease as we head into tonight. We are still seeing that moisture move in from the north, but with the daytime heating, the sunshine coming to an end as we head into tonight, the chance of rain will begin to decrease. So if you're a fan of sleeping with your windows open tonight, I highly suggest doing that as temperatures are going to drop into, yes, the upper 40s as we head into the overnight. Some locations already in the 50s for this evening, 57 in Otter Lake as well as Inlet. We're at 66 though in Westernville, 64 in Westmoreland, 68 in Little Falls. Across the southern valleys, 61 in Hamilton, 56 in Cooperstown, and 57 down in Oneonta. On top of the cool temperatures, it is very comfortable outside. We're not talking about humidity anytime soon with those dew points in the upper 40s to low 50s, but that is an indication with that drier air that our temperatures are going to drop into the upper 40s as we head into tonight. But we're talking about refreshing air not only for tomorrow, but for Thursday and Friday before summer returns for the weekend. So on our Skycast, again, showers will be coming to an end for tonight under mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will drop back into the upper 40s. You will notice more in the way of some rain for Wednesday, so definitely want to grab that umbrella as you head up the door on Wednesday, and the jacket, as temperatures will only be in the low 60s once again. We'll finally begin to dry out as we head towards Wednesday night and into Thursday. So for tonight, upper 40s with some scattered showers coming to an end. Tomorrow, we'll drop back into the 30s. Sorry, some locations will be the upper 30s tomorrow morning, but 60s as we head into tomorrow afternoon. We're not in the 30s yet. It's way too early for that. For tomorrow, we will be near 63 degrees, cool weather, some scattered showers. As we head towards Thursday, that's when we start seeing the tipping point back to summer, and we'll see lots of sunshine as we head towards the weekend. So a couple of indoor days, and then we'll head back outside.
And we're both in agreement that while we don't want summer to end, I could go for an apple cider donut.
Oh, any time of year I can go for that.
Jill, thank you. Still to come here on News Channel 2 at Ziggs High School.
We're still tracking some cool temperatures and some rain over the next couple of days. Let's take a look at your weather headlines for tonight. The chance of rain will continue as we head into Wednesday. Very similar setup to today. And on top of that, we're still dealing with temperatures in the 60s, but we'll slowly warm up as we go throughout the end of the work week, with dry weather returning as we head towards Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. It may feel like fall outside, and it's starting to slowly look like fall outside. This is a picture sent in on our Facebook page. This is from Hinkley Lake. Notice the leaves are slowly beginning to change, just an indication of what is to come as we head towards September and October. But for tonight, fantastic sleeping weather. If you can, I would leave those windows open. Temperatures are going to be dropping back into the upper 40s across the region, so you can give your fan and your air conditioners a rest. I am tracking more rain for tomorrow. We'll look at that rainfall plus those temperatures coming up.
The Georgian Arms Apartments.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
Our unsettled weather continues as we go throughout tomorrow, slowly beginning to dry out. So if you've been eager to take care of the lawn, I would wait at least one more day. On our MoCast, brought to you by Clinton Tractor, as we're going to be tracking more rain for Wednesday. Now I put a maybe for Thursday, just because we've been dealing with the rain over the past several days, so the ground is quite saturated, so it might be a little wet on Thursday to mow the lawn, but Friday does look spectacular. The one positive thing with all this rain is you really don't have to water your garden. Mother Nature is taking care of that. Thanks to a low pressure system off to our east, bringing that moisture into central New York, and it's going to continue to bring that moisture in as we head into tomorrow. We saw waves of precipitation, especially this afternoon and into the evening hours. We do dry out for tonight, but as we head into tomorrow morning, better chance for some showers throughout the morning into the afternoon. That, with the combination of the cloud cover, it's still going to be quite a chilly day across the region, especially for August standards. So as we go throughout tomorrow, 60s. But then as we head towards Thursday, still on the cool side, we'll be near 70 degrees. But finally by Friday, and especially as we head towards the weekend, those temperatures are going to be warming up to near 80 degrees. Along with the cool weather, we're talking about that low humidity. So comfortable for tomorrow, for Thursday, and for Friday. But once we make our way back into the 80s, we're also noticing that the humidity is slowly going to return as we head towards Saturday and for Sunday. So on our Skycast for the rest of tonight, it's going to be chilly. Temperatures dropping back into the upper 40s. So waking up tomorrow morning with some showers around, temperatures near 50 degrees. Scattered showers will be around throughout the morning into the afternoon, which means even by 1 p.m., we're still in the 50s across the region. So if you are heading to the New York State Fair tomorrow, sweatshirt, jacket, umbrella, whatever you need to stay dry and to stay warm. As we head into tomorrow evening, a rumble of thunder or two is possible. Otherwise, scattered showers will linger into the evening hours. It's not till Wednesday night and into Thursday morning that will slowly begin to dry out. We will start off with some cloud cover on Thursday, but clouds will give way to some sunshine as we head towards Thursday afternoon. And check that out. We'll finally be close to 70 degrees. But for tonight, we're going to drop back into the upper 40s with scattered showers across the region. Tomorrow, very similar to today. Odd enough showers, a few rumbles of thunder, highs only in the low 60s. Taking a look at the rest of your forecast. For tomorrow, near 70 degrees with lots of sunshine for Thursday. Friday into the mid 70s. We'll finally be into the 80s with some sunshine for the weekend. We're still tracking some cool temperatures and some rain over the next couple of days. Let's take a look at your weather headlines for tonight. The chance of rain will continue as we head into Wednesday. Very similar setup to today. And on top of that, we're still dealing with temperatures in the 60s, but we'll slowly warm up as we go throughout the end of the work week, with dry weather returning as we head towards Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. It may feel like fall outside, and it's starting to slowly look like fall outside. This is a picture sent in on our Facebook page. This is from Hinkley Lake. Notice the leaves are slowly beginning to change, just an indication of what is to come as we head towards September and October. But for tonight, fantastic sleeping weather. If you can, I would leave those windows open. Temperatures are going to be dropping back into the upper 40s across the region, so you can give your fan and your air conditioners a rest. I am tracking more rain for tomorrow. We'll look at that rainfall plus those temperatures coming up.
The Georgian Arms Apartments tenants in a New Hartford hotel after Sunday. We talked to worried tenants last week, many of whom are from out of town and don't have any family here that they can stay with. Today, the Oneida County executive said they're making sure no one ends up on the street, even though it's a bit of a logistical challenge.
We're going to keep them there unless in the meantime we find alternate housing for some of them. No one will be out in the street. No one.
Officials at Liberty Affordable Housing say the 6th and 7th floors of the building were essentially destroyed, but the sprinkler system flooded the entire complex. They estimate it'll take at least 3 months to make it livable again. Rome's Takalana Club pooled multiple donations together to help the city recover from that tornado. More than $14,000 was raised and given to the Community Foundation to go towards the Victim Recovery Fund. 2 days after the storm, the club hosted the World Series of Bocce and started raising money there. This Friday is the last day for residents to apply for money from the fund. The Oneida County executive says so far, more than $1.45 million has been paid out to people who are in need of help. Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage will be giving a presentation about the Rome tornado, how tornadoes form, and why we've seen so many tornadoes this year. It starts at 5:30 tomorrow night at the Rome Historical Society on Church Street. Day 2 of the Democrat.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Rio.
Our unsettled weather continues as we go throughout tomorrow, slowly beginning to dry out. So if you've been eager to take care of the lawn, I would wait at least one more day. On our MoCast, brought to you by Clinton Tractor, as we're going to be tracking more rain for Wednesday. Now I put a maybe for Thursday, just because we've been dealing with the rain over the past several days, so the ground is quite saturated, so it might be a little wet on Thursday to mow the lawn, but Friday does look spectacular. The one positive thing with all this rain is you really don't have to water your garden. Mother Nature is taking care of that. Thanks to a low pressure system off to our east, bringing that moisture into central New York, and it's going to continue to bring that moisture in as we head into tomorrow. We saw waves of precipitation, especially this afternoon and into the evening hours. We do dry out for tonight, but as we head into tomorrow morning, better chance for some showers throughout the morning into the afternoon. That, with the combination of the cloud cover, it's still going to be quite a chilly day across the region, especially for August standards. So as we go throughout tomorrow, 60s. But then as we head towards Thursday, still on the cool side. will be near 70 degrees, but finally by Friday and especially as we head towards the weekend, those temperatures are going to be warming up to near 80 degrees. Along with the cool weather, we're talking about that low humidity. So comfortable for tomorrow, for Thursday, and for Friday. But once we make our way back into the 80s, we're also noticing that the humidity is slowly going to return as we head towards Saturday and for Sunday. So on our Skycast for the rest of tonight, it's going to be chilly. Temperatures dropping back into the upper 40s. So waking up tomorrow morning with some showers around, temperatures near 50 degrees. Scattered showers will be around throughout the morning into the afternoon, which means even by 1 p.m., we're still in the 50s across the region. So if you are heading to the New York State Fair tomorrow, sweatshirt, jacket, umbrella, whatever you need to stay dry and to stay warm. As we head into tomorrow evening, a rumble of thunder or two is possible. Otherwise, scattered showers will linger into the evening hours. It's not till Wednesday night and into Thursday morning that will slowly begin to dry out. We will start off with some cloud cover on Thursday, but clouds will give way to some sunshine as we head towards Thursday afternoon. And check that out. We'll finally be close to 70 degrees. But for tonight, we're going to drop back into the upper 40s with scattered showers across the region. Tomorrow's very similar to today. Odd enough showers, a few rumbles of thunder, highs only in the low 60s. Taking a look at the rest of your forecast. For tomorrow, near 70 degrees with lots of sunshine for Thursday. Friday into the mid 70s. We'll finally be into the 80s with some sunshine for the weekend.
Coming up next, the old